My friends, I got to tell you up front, the story that we're going to talk about in today's video is a bit disturbing. It's a bit graphic, not for the faint of heart. It's a truly heartbreaking one, and we're just talking about it to document what happened. Now, the algorithm doesn't usually appreciate this kind of content. It's a little bit on the dark side, and so because of that, these videos get demonetized very easily. So up front, I just want to say thank you to the patrons of this channel for their support. Republican lawmaker Scott Schwab's son, Caleb, passed away on a water slide attraction called the Verruckt at Schlitterbahn Waterpark in Kansas City. It happened on August 7th of 2016. Now, the 168-foot high Verruckt, which means insane in German, was certified at the time as the world's tallest water slide by the Guinness World Record book. And witnesses claim that he went down the first drop, and then this thing kind of goes back up and humps before it finishes off, and then he flew out. His raft flew up like 50 feet into the air. He wasn't the only one on it, and he apparently hit a metal bar that was supporting the nets, the safety nets for this ride. And two other women who were riding with him, they suffered minor injuries but were fine. Shocked theme park visitors had to hold his mother, Michelle, back from the horror that they saw. His son's head and body were thrown out of the raft and landed on the chute and continued to slide down, finishing it. An eyewitness named Melanie Goke told news that she had heard a noise. She looked over immediately and she saw what happened to be like a broken neck of him and sliding down in a trail of blood. His friends, family were screaming. Staff members came running over immediately, but they realized very quickly that it was too late, that he'd already passed on, and did not make an attempt to revive him at that point. Also waiting down there was Caleb's then 12-year-old brother Nathan, who had went down the ride previously right before and pretty much saw the entire thing happen in front of him. His dad, Scott, who has been a decade in the Kansas House of politics, told the news the last time he spoke to his son was right before they got into the ride, and him and Nathan, he told them, just to be careful up there and to watch out, attempt to figure out, how we prevent these things from happening again, and whether or not somebody in the design of the ride or the park itself held any responsibility for, the recklessness of what might have caused this accident to happen in the first place. And in some regard, there's a little bit of something there, because they actually found that on this ride and other rides designed like it, that these rafts had actually gone airborne before, and in some cases, without passengers on them at the time, had hit these metal beams before. So this wasn't just a very weird freak 1 in a billion accident. Anyways, my friends, a very heartbreaking story. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, want to see more like it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss a thing. I hope you guys have an amazing evening or morning or whenever you're watching this. I'll talk to you again very soon. Already said thank you to the patrons. Again, can't say it enough. And I'll talk to you again. Adios, amigos.